يا أيها الذين آمنوا اصبروا وصابروا ورابطوا واتقوا الله لعلكم تفلحون.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نحمد الله ونصلي على رسوله الكريم ما بعد. First of all, Jazakallah khair for joining once again. May Allah bless everyone that comes every day at 2 p.m. to hear the recitation of the Quran, and then inshallah we will complete the recitation of the Quran together by the end of the month of Ramadan. Today we complete the recitation of two surahs that were both half a juz. One is Surah Al-Anbiya and one is Surah Al-Hajj, and they both have different themes are being discussed, but the one similarity that we will find in both surahs is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is discussing the stories of his prophets alayhi salatu wassalam. Surah Al-Anbiya, the surah itself means prophets, and Surah Al-Hajj, it means the surah of Hajj, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala primarily discusses only Ibrahim alayhi salam's story. He touches upon Ibrahim alayhi salam's story in Surah Al-Anbiya, but goes into detail about Ibrahim alayhi salam in Surah Al-Hajj. So both of these surahs have this theme about our prophets. I will discuss one passage from Surah Al-Anbiya, and inshallah, I think that would suffice for my session today, inshallah ta'ala. Today in life, one of the most important things that we miss out on is learning how to converse with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We know how to pray salat, we know how to give our zakat, and these things sometimes become routine for us. They become standard for us. But the one thing that allows the other aspects of our religion to be strong, to get empowered and to have strength, is us conversing with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the power of dua, where the Prophet said, ad-du'a huwa al-ibadah, that supplication is ibadah in itself. I have a class that I teach every Friday in the Ramadan immersion known as the conversations with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you have not joined, you can still join and watch the previous sessions that I've gone through, and each week I go over a specific theme of du'as. I will not go over those things today in this session, but perhaps just touch base on a few lessons that we can take from this specific passage from the surah. So the idea behind dua is it allows us to speak to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We sit down and we talk. It's munajat billah, where idnada rabbahu nida'an khafiyya. We're able to sit in a corner with no one watching and only speak to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's a very powerful process. It's a very powerful key in tool to have, because once we know we have this and we can make dua, we know we have Allah on our side as well. There are three prophets in this one passage that were really struggling with different things, but they made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah accepted their dua. And Hasan al-Basri rahimahullah says that I am ajibtu li arba'in yaghfulu an arba'. I'm actually astonished about four people who can be negligent of four things. I'm perplexed about four people who can be negligent of four things. Number one, عجبت لمن ابتلي بضر فكيف يغفل عن قوله. This is the first dua in this passage, and three of those du'as come in this passage. I am perplexed about that person who is struck with a hardship, who is struck with a calamity, but yet he forgets to make this specific dua, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَأَيُّوبَ إِذْ نَادَى رَبَّهُ أَنِّي مَسَّنِيَ الضُّرُّ وَأَنْتَ أَرْحَمُ الرَّاحِمِينَ. Who forgets this dua of Ayyub alayhi salam, who was struck with the most difficult hardship that one could imagine, where his family had left him, his people had left him, his wealth went away, he was camping as a homeless person next to a dumpster, and the only person that was left with him was his wife. And this is after being very wealthy, having a lot of children. When after 40 years passed by, he makes this dua, Rabbi anni massani al-dur, anni massani al-dur. Not that, oh Allah, that I have been overwhelmed. No, oh Allah, some hardship, a calamity has touched me. A calamity has touched me. Massa means to touch. It just touched me. Wa anta arhamur rahimin. And there's no, in this dua, there's actually no asking that, oh Allah, please give me cure. No, calamity has touched me. Allah, you know about it, and you are the most forgiving. Perhaps this calamity came to me because of my own sins. You are the most forgiving. Allah, you take care of me. Allah says, فَاسْتَجَبْنَا لَهُ فَكَشَفْنَا مَا بِهِ مِنْ ضُرٍّ. We accepted his supplication and we cleared him. We cleansed him from the difficulty that he was going through. So Hassan al-Basri says, how can a person be going through a difficulty and not remember to make this dua? Any of us going through any form of difficulty, let's read this dua. Rabbi anni massani ad-dur wa anta arhamur rahimin. And inshallah, with the right framework, with the right mindset, with the right framework, our du'as will also be accepted and our difficulty will go away. The second du'a in this passage is where Hassan al-Basri says, "A'jibtu liman ibtuliya bi ghammin." I am astonished and perplexed about a person who can be challenged with a sadness or a moment of grief, a moment of sorrow, a moment of sadness in their life. Something happened. Someone got sick. Someone passed away. Someone is going through a sad moment in their lives. How can they be unaware of this dua? وَاللَّهُ وَذَنُّونِ إِذْ ذَهَبَ مُغَاضِبًا فَظَنَّ أَن لَّن نَّقْدِرَ عَلَيْهِ فَنَادَى فِي الظُّلُمَاتِ أَن لَّا إِلَهَ إِلَّا أَنتَ سُبْحَانَكَ إِنِّي كُنتُ مِنَ الظَّالِمِينَ. That when Yunus alayhi salam, when he was inside of the mouth of the whale and he was stuck and he had absolutely nowhere to go, right? And this is why Ibn Abbas would say that when we make dua, our dua should be like a drowning person, مثل الغريق, like a drowning person. Like our dua should be as that individual is drowning and knows that there's no one to answer his dua except for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like how a child cries to the mother, just by the different forms of the cries, the mother knows what the child wants. Does he want milk? Does he want to sleep? Does he have to use a restroom? The child's not even speaking. But the cries in itself are an indication of what the child is in need of. Right? Sometimes we don't have to say much. Just raising our hands, Allah knows وَمَا تُخْفِ الصُّدُورِ, what is hidden within the hearts. وَيَعْلَمُ مَا تُسِرُّونَ وَمَا تُعْلِنُونَ. Allah knows what we have inside. Just sitting there and thinking about it and formulating a thought that, oh Allah, I really need this. Oh Allah, please protect me from this. So Yunus alayhi salam inside of the mouth of the whale, like you can't be more stuck than that. He says, La ilaha illa anta subhanak inni kuntu min ad-dhalimin. Oh Allah, there is no one to be worshipped but you, and you are beyond any purification. You are beyond all the things of this world. You are purified beyond everything else. You are all pure, and your glory is beyond everyone else. Inni kuntu min ad-dhalimin. I was the one who oppressed myself. I was the one that oppressed myself. Again, in this dua, there is no like, Allah, please free me from this. Allah, you know what you can do, and I know what you can do, and I don't need to ask you to tell you, please help me. You know, you see me, and I'm asking you, La ilaha illa subhanak, that ya Allah, there's no one else but you that can help me, right? And it said, my Mujahid, if this dua was not recited, Yunus alayhi salam would remain in the mouth of the whale. But Allah inspired him to recite this dua, and the angels from the 7 heavens came down. And in 3 darknesses, they were able to hear this dua. The darkness of the night, the darkness of the ocean, the darkness of the mouth of the whale. It doesn't matter how low we are. It doesn't matter how low we've dropped. It doesn't matter how many sins we've done. It doesn't matter where in life we are, which dark place we're in, which ignorance has covered us. If we are able to identify La ilaha illa anta, Allah, it's just you who can help me now. Inni kuntu min ad-dhalimin. I am the oppressor. Our du'as will also be heard by the angels in the heavens, and they will come to help us. The lower we go in sajda, the faster the help of Allah comes from above. The lower we are in our life and we turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah's help does fall upon us. But yet we have to make sure that our du'as are sincere. We have to make sure that our du'as are purely from the heart. Right? We have to make sure that our du'as are we never become despondent, or we never despair from our du'as if we don't see the fruits coming into our life, but rather we continue making that du'a. The Prophet said, a musta'ajil's du'a is not accepted. Manil musta'ajilu ya Rasulullah. Who is a musta'ajil? A person who makes a du'a and says, my du'a was never accepted. We're not those individuals. We continue making the du'a, inshallah, Allah will accept him. So Allah, after this du'a, He says, فَاسْتَجَبْنَا لَهُ وَنَجَّيْنَاهُ مِنَ الْغَمِّ. He answered his prayer, and we freed him from sadness. From the sadness that he had, from the grief that he had, from the grief that he was struggling with. Your brothers and sisters, it will be unnatural for us, inhumane for us, if we were people that did not go through moments of sadness, in moments of grief, in moments of weakness, in moments of struggle. This is natural. It's not about it's not about the moments. It's about how we react to those moments. It's not about the idea of becoming angry. Everyone becomes angry. How do we react to our being angry? It's not about being sad. How do we react to us being sad? Do we start speaking ill against Allah? Na'udhu billah. When the Prophet ﷺ's son Ibrahim passed away and he started to cry, and Abdul Rahman asked the Prophet ﷺ, what is this? And he said, this is mercy, rahmatun min Allah, this is mercy from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then he said, Al-aynu tadma' wal-qalbu yahzan wa la naqulu illa bima yarda bihi rabbuna. That the eyes do weep and the heart does yearn, but we will not say except for that which brings the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the second dua. A third dua in this passage is also a very important dua, where many of us struggle, or we know many people who are praying for children, or are praying for the greatest blessing in life. Al-mal wal-banuna zinatul hayat ad-dunya wa banina shuhuda, the blessing of children. And people are struggling for this. Zakaria alayhi salam was also struggling for this. At the age of 89 years old, when he saw Maryam alayhi salam blessed with the fruits from the opposite seasons, he said to Allah, وَزَكَرِيَّا إِذْ نَادَى رَبَّهُ رَبِّ لَا تَذَرْنِي فَرْدًا وَأَنْتَ خَيْرُ الْوَارِثِينَ. Oh Allah, don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. And you are the best of those that give inheritance. You are the best of those. You give me someone that can take that I'm not alone. I don't want to be alone when I die, Ya Allah. I don't want to be alone in my life. I want to have my child with me. I want to have my son, my daughter. I want to have a family, Ya Allah. Don't leave me alone. For all those that are struggling with this, رَبِّ لَا تَذَرْنِي فَرْدًا وَأَنْتَ خَيْرُ الْوَارِثِينَ. رَبِّ لَا تَذَرْنِي فَرْدًا وَأَنْتَ خَيْرُ الْوَارِثِينَ. One commonality between all three of these du'as is that each of them have a praise of Allah. أنت أرحم الراحمين. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك. وأنت خير الوارثين. There's praise of Allah. And that is the most essential ingredient of a dua being accepted, is that we must include the praise of Allah in those du'as. And through that, inshallah, our dua will be accepted. Allah says, فَاسْتَجَبْنَا لَهُ وَوَهَبْنَا لَهُ يَحْيَى وَأَصْلَحْنَا لَهُ زَوْجًا. We accepted his dua and we blessed him with the beautiful child, and Yahya alayhi salam, who was a blessed prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا يُسَارِعُونَ فِي الْخَيْرَاتِ. Allah said all these prophets were people who were rushing towards goodness. وَيَدْعُونَنَا رَغَبًا وَرَهْبًا. And they would make dua to us at the time of ease and the time of difficulty. In ease and fear, right? So it wasn't just in difficulty, it was also in ease. Where the Prophet says, تَعَرَّفْ بِاللَّهِ فِي الرِّخَاءِ يَعْرَفْكَ فِي الشِّدَّةِ. Remember Allah in times of difficulty, Allah will remember us in the times of ease, inshaAllah ta'ala. So these are the three du'as, and the fourth one is, when we're going through fear, the du'a to recite is حَسْبُنَ اللَّهُ وَنِعْمَ الْوَكِيلُ وَنِعْمَ الْمَوْلَى وَنِعْمَ النَّصِيرُ. May Allah bless all of you. Jazakallah khair for joining. Inshallah you benefited. Brother Bilal, the du'as are already, let me send you the link right now so you can benefit from it. This is a high-tech PDF that we put together, right? This is big time stuff. So please benefit from it. Inshallah, we're going to update it with more du'as as well before the end of Ramadan. But since you are coming, mashallah, so consistently in all of our programs, please take benefit from it. It's on our website. There's actually a PDF with du'as, and you can click it, and the du'a actually plays. It actually plays. Wa salam to Allah, mashallah, Maqsood Bhai. May Allah bless you guys for joining. Thank you so much. Alhamdulillah. No problem. Wa iyaakum, inshallah. So please also, like, if you guys haven't seen our webinar yet, that's taking place tomorrow. It's only 2 hours, and I really think we need this for the stretch run of the last 15 nights, and we have some beautiful scholars joining us. Join, inshallah, you'll benefit, and share it with people who are unable to join these daily things, because I think that those people, to get that one dosage of encouragement will be beneficial to them as well, with your friends, with your communities. That would be good for them, inshallah. Jazakallah khair everyone for joining. May Allah bless you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.